Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract. I'll pay you back, set in New York, and supplied to us today by Shako1610. So, with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the bank robber. We're going to have a remote emetic gas grenade stored up in the vault loading bay, and we'll be bringing with us an emetic gas grenade, a lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way around the outer edge of the loading bay, retrieving our gas grenade along the way, and we're going to head now for the security office, taking out the surveillance camera along the way. Not strictly necessary, it's very easy to avoid, but I tend to destroy it out of habit. So we're going to lockpick the cabinet on the wall ahead of us, remove the chloroform from within, and then return to the loading bay and add the chloroform to the ventilation system, and then return once again to the security office and turn on the air conditioning. And that will render 3 guards unconscious within the security office. There is a 4th guard just outside, so if we make our way up the vault stairs and at the top here remove our gas grenade from the briefcase, return it to the briefcase, and then casually walk back down the stairs, that will trick the 4th guard into entering into the office, who will then immediately find himself unconscious. We're going to turn off the air conditioning unit before we enter. We're going to take out the surveillance system, and then we're going to retrieve ourselves a bodyguard's outfit, a key card, and a spare pistol. So now we are all set up, we can start eliminating our targets. We're going to go up the vault stairs, as this will be the quicker route, and we are going to make our way out into the corridor at the top and retrieve ourselves a screwdriver. There is one closer to our targets, but this one is the more accessible one as we're passing by. So we're going to head up now to the investment floor, being aware of Officer Frank and Mr. Perez, who both frequent this area and are both enforcers. They're not currently around, so we can continue straight on to the investment floor, where we will encounter 2 of our targets. We're going to approach this young lady right here and trigger our gas grenade in a briefcase, and she will get sick and she will make her way to the bathroom at the far end of the floor. We're going to get there ahead of her. Now we do have to be somewhat careful, as this gentleman right here will frequent this bathroom very regularly. He's up to no good and he is very spooked by our presence. So once he leaves, we can then wait for our target to arrive, and when she does, we can then ask her very kindly if she has seen any of our kittens currently down the lavatory. Apparently there are no kittens down there, so we will move on. We're going to head back to the investment floor area once we have retrieved from the cubicle next door the lethal poison, and that is in the cabinet on the wall here. Now what we're going to do is, instead of moving straight on to our next target, as you can see this gentleman is back again already, he is about to find the young lady we've just dealt with. So we're going to wait in the storeroom here with our 2nd gas grenade in hand, and we're just going to wait for the body cleanup to continue, so that the cubicle is free and clear for for when we send our next victim in there. So we're just going to position ourselves in a place where everybody has their backs to us, and then we're going to drop our gas grenade at the feet of our next target, and then very, very quickly move away. We're going to head back to the bathroom once again, and once again this gentleman is here. I'm wondering if he actually does any work, or they're paying him to put stuff up his nose. So once he leaves, hopefully our target will shortly arrive, and here she comes now. And just like we did with her colleague, we are going to ask her, as there are no kittens, have you seen my car keys? No? Well, never mind. Keep looking, dear. I'm sure they're down there somewhere. No? Okay, never mind. So, 2 targets taken care of. We'll leave that young lady there. She will be spotted very quickly. We're now going to make our way up to the top floor, going past the investment area to avoid an enforcer. We're going to make our way straight to Athena Savalas's office, as she is next on our list. Now, usually what I would do, or what I used to do, would be to drop a pistol in the office and one by one remove all of the guards, but I have found a much quicker method, and that method is, as you can see, Miss Savalas is currently just sitting in her private sanctum, so we're going to trip the fire alarm, which will send everybody into a panic, and pretty much everyone in this area will vacate the area. So instead of having to lure them away one at a time with weapons and other items, they will all vacate themselves to protect Athena Savalas. And when they do, just waiting for that enforcer to run off, we can use our screwdriver on the window clock here, and that will take care of Athena when she returns. We're going to make our way into her private sanctum, and we are going to retrieve the CEO exit key card, and then position ourselves back in the main office with a nice view of our next elimination. So once the alarm goes off and everybody stops panicking, they will return to their usual routines, and eventually Athena will approach the window clock, and she will lean on the now very loose glass panel. So out she goes, down she goes, and that was quite the landing. So if the fall didn't kill her, I'm sure she would have had a heart attack on the way down. So 3 targets taken care of. Our last 2 targets we will be dealing with in the conference room. One of them is the bodyguard, and we will get to him shortly. We're just going to opaque the windows here so the enforcer outside can't see in. We're going to approach the corner of the conference table where there is a glass of hot coffee, and we're just going to wait for the young lady on our right to move away. She's going to head to the whiteboard. The gentleman in the pink shirt will move away as well, and we should really have gave him another couple of seconds. He almost spotted us there, but we got away with that. So in a few moments, Mr. Man will arrive. He will have a conversation with the people in the conference room, and then he will take a drink from the now poisoned glass, and he will drop like a stone. So that leaves us with 1 more target. Now this target can be somewhat tricky. I've tried luring him away with a briefcase and a pistol, which is why we have one with us. He will always, or nearly always, call for another guard to come. Now luckily in this particular instance, he is the guard who's going to be removing Mr. Man, which works in our favour and saves us roughly 30 seconds to a minute of time. Normally he will, like I say, call for another guard, and we will then have to try to position a pistol, and we would put the pistol where Mr. Man is lying and hope that someone comes and gets him, and we can then lure him out of the room and onto the stairwell leading to the security room below. As I mentioned, this time round he is actually going to be the one removing the body. He's going to go down the stairs just ahead of us, so we're going to select our silenced pistol, and when he gets about halfway to 2/3 of the way down the first flight of stairs, we're going to put one simple bullet in his head, and that is our final target taken care of. So all that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape, and as we have the CEO exit key, we will make our way down the opposite stairs and through the double green doors. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we'll get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, so we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.